Sofia Titova, a student of the academy of two-time Olympic champion Evgeny Plushenko, was able to perform a difficult element at one of the training sessions. The 13-year-old skater succeeded in triple axel cascade, triple Ritberger, which has never been conquered by girls before. Pyotr Humenik uses this element for guys. This season Titova has been twice at the Russian Junior Grand Prix. The athlete also participated in the national championships in vaulting. Previously, Plushenko said that he would not rule out the possibility that in 2023, Titova will try her hand at the adult level, if the federation allows it. Honored coach of Russia Ina Goncharenko commented on the decision of the Russian anti-doping agency, RUSADA, in the case of figure skater Kamila Valieva. Earlier, the RUSADA disciplinary committee found Valieva not guilty of doping violations, but annulled her winning result at the Russian Championship on December 25, 2021. Alexandra Trusova should be the new winner of the tournament. I think that in this situation we can be happy at least this small positive moment. But we have to wait for the decision of international instances. The main point is the fate of the Olympic medals and the team competition, so let's not get our hopes up before time. All athletes are superstitious people. I think we should wait for further developments. Sasha Trusova is a national champion, but it will be nominal. In fact, everyone knows the situation. Sasha understands perfectly well what and how. How will she take it? For example, I wouldn't be happy, it's just on paper, added the coach. Olympic champion Kamila Valieva published a post on social networks dedicated to the anniversary of her victory in the European Championships in Tallinn. Valieva posted a one-year-old photo from the competition in the Estonian capital, in which she holds in her hand the gold medal she had just won. Exactly 1 year, Valieva signed the post. Recall that in 2022, in addition to the European Championships, Valieva also won gold at the Olympics in Beijing in the team competition, but the award has not yet taken place, because before the ceremony became known about a positive doping test of the skater, which was given on December 25, 2021. Dmitry Solovyov, an Olympic champion in the team event and Russian figure skater, commented on the decision of the disciplinary committee of the Russian anti-doping agency, RUSADA, in the case of Kamila Valieva. Of course, I was happy, because I worry about Kamila as a friend and as a very talented person who could not allow such negligence. She didn't deserve the negativity and the battles and the noise that went up after this whole thing. I'm all for it ending in Kamila's favor, so that she can move on with her life in peace, be happy and remember it as a bad dream. I understand that nothing is final yet, but this is a positive step for this to be over and for Kamila to be cleared of all charges. At least, now the hope has increased. Match TV quotes Solovyov. German journalist Hajo Seppelt reacted to the decision of the Russian anti-doping agency, RUSADA, in the case of figure skater Kamila Valieva. Ridiculous? This is what happens in non-democratic and non-transparent sport structures. RUSADA cleared Valieva, who was not to blame. It seems that Russian sport is incapable of creating independent, trustworthy structures. But the International Olympic Committee wants Russian athletes to be, at the 2024 Olympics, in Paris, Seppelt tweeted. Italian figure skater Carolina Kostner, the 2014 Winter Olympics bronze medalist in single skating, posted a new video on social media showing her skating on a frozen lake in the Alps. Skating without limits, the skater captioned the video in Italian and English. Kostner is the 2012 world champion and 5-time European champion, 2007, 2008, 2010, 2012, 2013. She was the first Italian representative to win a medal at the World Junior Championships, bronze in 2003, the first Italian skater to win the Grand Prix finals, season 2011 to 2012. Carolina is the cousin and goddaughter of the famous Italian skier Isolda Kostner, 2-time world champion and 3-time Olympic medalist, Svetlana Zurova, the 2006 Turin Olympic champion in speed skating and now a member of the State Duma, who is a close friend of Roman Kostomarov, spoke about possible reasons for the figure skater's deteriorating condition and his subsequent hospitalization. "I know Roman well, we crossed paths with him long ago at the Olympics. He is a very nice guy, sociable, responsive and insanely pleasant. I went to all his shows and I've never seen Roman refuse his fans an autograph or a photo with them. He could just catch a virus." Figure skaters perform outdoors in stage costumes, wearing almost nothing underneath, in the form in which they skate in a warm rink. As I understand it, it was very cold at one of Kostomarov's performances, and it was already impossible to cancel it, and it had an effect. And then Roman was still a little cold, and he probably thought no big deal. "I've never had moments like this before." Athletes sometimes come out for a training session or a performance with a cough or a slight cold, and that's the biggest mistake. Plus lately everyone has gone to warm rinks and of course they have warm conditions. But I have to tell you, it's not unhealthy dealing with Freon, the gas that is poured into the pipes to make artificial ice. It is 100% dangerous to human health and definitely weakens the immune system. It is dangerous for the respiratory tract, and, given how much time skaters spend in ice rinks with Freon, contact with it will not bring anything useful to an athlete. Moskovsky Komsomolets quotes Zurova, Evgenia Medvedeva, two-time world champion in women's single skating, told how she reacted to second place in the finals of Ice Age. "My native second place, of course, what are you? Native silver, where would you go without it?" Medvedeva said smiling. "Actually, Fedor and I were really surprised with the results, because we had hoped for third place at most. And when we discussed it with Ilya Verbuk before we went on ice, we asked him directly, 'Ilya, if we do a clean skate, what will we be?' He said, 'Either fourth or third.' But the ice is slippery, everything happens. In the finals, there were unforeseen mistakes by one of the pairs, and that's how we ended up in second place. When they told us about it, Fedya and I started laughing hysterically, because it was the last thing we expected, to be on the podium at all. To rush in the middle of the season like that. Anyway, it was hard, it was interesting, fun, great. We were drunk at the awarding ceremony, too, because we were standing there with a little bit nervous tick," said Medvedeva. After the masterclass at the All-Russia Exhibition Center in Moscow, Evgenia Medvedeva answered the question if she could try on the role of a coach. "I can try it on, of course," Evgenia said with a smile. "I have a coaching education, so I may be a full-fledged coach. But so far there is no such a task, only at master classes I can give positive emotions to people, so to speak. My life goal is not to train Olympic champions, but who knows? The world is changing, everything is changing. Maybe in the future something will change in my head," Medvedeva said.